All right, this is Doug Stout. I'm here with Pauline Brown-Barch, talking about her service today. Where were you born, Pauline?
Where?
Mm-hmm.
Here in Licking County.
Okay. And what was your birth date?
September the 4th, 1924.
Okay. And then you went to high school here?
No, I didn't go to high school.
Okay.
I went to 8th grade.
Where'd you go to 8th grade through? What school?
Central.
Central. Okay. You enlisted in World War II? When did you enlist? Do you remember?
When did I enlist, Charlotte?
Best guess.
It was 1944,
Okay.
and I got out in 1946.
All right. And what branch did you enlist in?
Army. And it was Army WAC.
Okay.
That's when the WACs was.
Okay. What made you enlist? What made you decide to go?
Just wanted to go.
Okay.
And just went and took motor transport school and got enlisted in motor pool, and I drove truck.
Okay. Where did you go for your training? Like when you enlisted, where did you?
Des Moines, Iowa. Mm-hmm.
And then is that where they trained you to do the truck too, or was that just your basic at Des Moines?
Pardon?
Did they train you to drive the truck there at Des Moines too, or was that just your basic?
Oh, I knew
training?
how to drive the
Oh,
truck.
okay. You already knew that, huh?
Yeah. And what I did with the vehicles, I other vehicles too. Anything was on there I drove, and I would go to. My biggest job was to go to the train station and pick up all the girls coming in,
Okay.
and I would have to take the back end off of the truck, these two gates, and set them down. And so when they come out from the train station, well, how are we going to get up in the truck? You're going to go up those steps,
Right.
Well, they had high heels on, see? I said, in that case, you'll have to take those shoes off barefooted. And so they had to do that, see? And so that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that.
That was their welcome to the Army, huh?
Yeah. And so that was one of the best things I did. And then I would take the commandant of the fort. He always called on me to take him up in Iowa and check the eggs for the Army. Oh, I did. I had hard work.
So what did you do to check eggs?
Well, he had me to go in one
Okay.
time. That was a colonel of the fort.
Right.
And they put them in like this and check them and look through them to see there's no egg spots in them.
Okay.
Or blood spots.
Right.
In them, see. And that's what he was there to inspect some of them,
Right. Just a spot check.
Yeah, and then he let me do that too, looking at the eggs and stuff.
What was the name of the fort?
Fort Des Moines.
Fort Des Moines. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was a beautiful fort. Very pretty. And when I went back later on after I got married in 46, that's how I got out. Bill got out of the Coast Guards.
Okay.
And we got married, and I got out in 46. If I hadn't got married, I probably stayed in the Army because I liked it.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
How'd you learn how to drive a truck before you went in? What were you doing before you went in that you'd already known how to drive a truck?
Well, I just know how to drive cars and stuff like that, and so. But you had to go through motor transfer school
Right.
to get in the motor pool.
So all your service was there in Iowa, at that one fort?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you mentioned your husband or your fiance or your boyfriend at the time, Bill, that was in the Coast Guard. So where was he while you were in Iowa?
Where was he when I was in?
Yeah.
Well,
Do
I
you
don't know.
where
He was
stationed?
Fort Maine, I think.
Okay.
He was up in Maine. He was in the Coast Guards.
And I assume that you two were dating or something before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You'd known each other.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. So then he proposed. Did he come out to propose to you, or?
How did he do that? I don't remember.
Goodness. You've got all your company pictures?
Yeah, there's me.
Where are you? Where at?
No, right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
With the big smile?
Yeah. That was our
Motor pool?
yeah, motor pool.
Okay. Motor transport.
And that was off-duty uniforms.
Where are you there?
And you don't see them.
You're at this corner, I think, on that inside.
Am I in there?
Over in
Charlotte?
here?
Yeah, somewhere. Where am I in there, Charlotte? I can't see it. But they don't have them kind of uniforms now.
No. What do you think now, the roles they have women playing in the military?
That's through there. And that was my dad's there.
You think it's a good idea for them to be in combat, or
Now say that again.
what do you think about the women being in the military now, as opposed to when you were in serving? You know, you weren't in combat, but they are. So, what
No.
do you think they you think they should be?
If they want to be, they
Okay.
ought to be there.
All right.
Because there's a lot of women as strong as some of the men.
That's right. Well, somebody had a camera out there. They took a lot of pictures.
See, on convoys, we went on convoys and had to know the distance of 30 feet between the trucks, and in the night, no lights.
No lights. What's
That's
that
right.
thing?
What's that?
What is that? It's like a motorcycle, or
Oh, a lawnmower.
is that a lawnmower? Mercy.
Oh, you can see almost anything on their wheels.
Now, is that your husband in that picture with you? It's hugging you?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Well, I didn't know.
Yeah, you're a good-looking guy. There's his picture up there. See it up there on the wall?
Yep.
That's him and I when we got married.
And when did he get out of the Coast Guard then when you got married too?
He was out.
Oh, okay.
He was out and he was home, and I happened to go home on a leave, on furlough, and then went back. And when I got back, he called me up, sent me a real pretty orchid, and then he called me and proposed to me over the phone to come back and get married. Okay, I said, well.
Didn't have to ask you twice, huh?
No.
Who's Clara Smith?
She's from here too, but Clara, what's her last name?
Smith and this. Her husband's a paratrooper, it says.
Yeah, well, she's from Nork here. You probably, if you could get her social security number or something like that, or however.
Right.
You do it.
Yeah, that's the old Fort Bragg. That's the one she's seen it.
Oh, okay. So then you went back and it looks like in the Brown 67.
That was a terrible sight. The cows were running all over the parade ground,
Oh.
and the things was all boarded up and everything, and I guess there's not even any buildings left there now, and that was a beautiful fort too.
Did you make the trip just to see the fort, or did you go out there for something else and just stop on the way?
No, my son lives in Blooming, Illinois, Doug,
Okay.
and we went over there to look at it.
That isn't when you seen it in '67. It's when we went out west.
Huh?
When we went out west in '67, we went through it on the way back.
Yeah. It's nice to have all these.
I was gonna say, you've got a wonderful scrapbook here.
That there, I think that was my boss in the pool.
Okay. And then these are all your badges and medals?
Yeah, they're my
Driver and mechanic, and dog tags.
Yeah, I was even a mechanic. Yeah, mechanic.
Victory medal.
We had to clean up our trucks because I did the other vehicles on the floor too. But my favorite truck, I had to clean it all up, and
Right.
For inspection. And you lined them up in the building, and the big boy came with his white gloves on, and if you got them dirty, you had to wash them. And yeah, when he got to mine, he found some dirt on my truck, which,
Right.
and ew, give me the gloves. I had to wash his gloves and take them to him.
How would you not get a little bit of dirt on a white
Yeah.
glove off a truck?
Yeah.
And then-
I think because he favored me calling him to go
Oh.
with the eggs and stuff, he just did it for the fun of it,
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, you.
Yeah.
Did you go on an honor flight?
Oh, yes, I did.
Well, yeah, there's that banner.
And that was wonderful. But when I did that, we got, they put you in a wheelchair if you
Right.
need it and everything. And everything was just perfect. All but when we got there, if we stopped at a place to look at stuff, all the things that was over there, it would rain.
Oh.
We no more and get in there and start walking to the places, and it would rain. Well, we come back and get in the truck, go to another place. Well, and it would quit raining when we got in the truck. But then when we would go to another place to look at stuff, it would rain some more. So I want to go back one more time. I want to go back maybe in a good time where I can
Sure.
see some of this stuff,
So you're in contact with them, that they know you want to come back?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
I know how to call them and tell them to go. But my son, Larry, he was in Vietnam,
Okay.
and he would love to go. Now they're taking the Vietnam
Right.
members in now,
Yeah.
and so maybe I can get him to go with me. I'd
That
like
would be really
I'd
nice.
like that.
When did you go?
When did I go, Charlotte?
Did they have the World War II memorial done then?
No, it was
No.
3 years ago.
Huh?
It's been 3 years, I think.
Has it really?
Time goes fast. Then was World War II memorial done then when you went? The World War II one?
I think it was.
It was, but
But it
couldn't
rained
see
on
them
you.
from the rain.
Yep,
A lot
yes.
of stuff we could not see.
And that is, I got to go last year, and it's something to see all those.
But I would like to go the time of the cherry trees are out.
Oh, that would
That's
be pretty.
when you want to see
Yeah.
it because it's pretty.
That
But I
would-
don't know when that is. Do you?
No, I'd have to watch the Today Show and Al Roker or something, because it seems like they're always talking about it. And you went to the Tomb of the Unknown. That
Mhm.
was something to see,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
and this girl that was pushing me around and everything, she gave me this quilt. And it's
Wow,
pretty.
it is
it's
pretty cool.
She wrapped my legs up in them and everything.
Yeah, well, it looks like it was not only rainy, but a little cold when you went.
And, yeah, it was cold.
You got to be in a parade.
Oh, yeah, I get in parades around here. Yeah.
That's the one out the heat.
Yeah.
That's the what's the name of the parade, Charlotte?
Armed Forces Day.
Armed Forces Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice scrapbook. Who put that together? It's great. I mean,
Isn't that wonderful?
because most people don't have near this much of a history, and all these pictures of you and the other girls. After the war, did you stay in touch with anybody from the war? Did everybody just go and start raising families and didn't think
No.
about staying in
I
touch?
didn't stay in touch.
Nope.
So you liked your Army life?
Yes. I would, if anybody would ask me if they should join the Army, I'd say sure, go ahead. Because nobody wanted me to go in,
Didn't they?
and but I wanted. That's something I wanted to do, and I did it.
Are there any other stories or anything that you can think of that you want to tell, that you want to make sure we get down on recorded, or anything you can remember her talking about?
Just go get them women from the train station. That was the best thing I ever done. And then help my buddy look at the eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you doing this.